Everybody, TC Bradley, host of God Made Millionaire TV, with a special edition of our show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my honor and privilege to come into your home over the last 3 seasons with our shows that help you to activate your God-given dreams. And on this special edition, 100th episode, our beautiful production company, Legacy Worldwide, has blessed me with a cake in honor of this special event, 100th episode, and I want to share it with you, our audience, as I get ready to blow out the candles and make a wish right now. Now, you have one guess of what I wished for, and if you guessed it was for you to activate your God-given dreams, you guessed right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to crack open the vault and go into a special edition of the God Made Millionaire TV show with one of the most incredible, miraculous stories you're going to hear on our show. So, without any further ado, let's crack open the God Made Millionaire Bank Vault for our 100th episode, baby, and let's activate some God-given dreams. Bianca, Isaiah, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've tuned in to this special edition show of God Made Millionaire TV, I want you to know that this show is about recovering stolen property. Recovering stolen property. We live in a time in our life where the enemy has attacked God's people. He has stolen from God's people. He has stolen businesses. He's stolen relationships. He's stolen health. He's stolen finances. And he's never paid a price, in most cases, until this show. Until this show. And if you're tuned in to this show and you find yourself in one of those categories, I'm putting you on notice that this is a show that can change your life forever. And I don't say that modestly. I don't say that shyly. I say that boldly. I say that boldly. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Bianca and Isaiah on set, and you're going to hear from them in a minute. But when I came to the studio to tape this show, I brought my briefcase with me. Inside my briefcase was my Bible that my father had given me 31 years ago. 31 years ago, my father gave me this Bible. It's been with me. Bianca, Isaiah, it's been with me. It's been a source of strength. It's taking me through many battles. It's not just my Bible, it's my sword. It's my sword. And coming back from a day of tapings at this studio, I stopped at a gas station, and a young man asked for some help for gasoline, common today, and I planted a seed of $20 to help him out. When I went into the gas station and came back out, my briefcase that contained my Bible, my iPad was gone. It was gone. I had to go and return home, and I'm telling you, I had a righteous anger that stirred up in me. I said, enough is enough. And I put a post on Facebook like Ralph Cramden from the Honeymooners. I got a big mouth. Yes, I got a big mouth. Yes, I talk. But my God backs up my play. My God backs up my play. And when I thought about it, Bianca and Isaiah, I thought, the iPad I don't care about. I don't care about the iPad. I can replace an iPad that's stolen. But I can't replace my sword that I've taken into battle time and time again. I can't replace that. And something stirred up in me, and I posted it on Facebook. You'll read it right now. I said, the sword, my sword, is coming back to my house. I put it on Facebook. Some of you, you think you're being bold. Sometimes you've got to get out, and you've got to publicly declare your God is able and has the power and the authority. This Bible that was stolen from me, the enemy had no rights to this. The enemy has no rights to your children. If you're watching this, they have no rights. He has no rights to your children, to your health, to your finances, to your peace of mind. And I declared on that Facebook post what had happened and that this sword was coming back. Bianca, I know it doesn't surprise you that people responded back going, I'm so sorry for your loss. Isaiah, I wouldn't acknowledge the loss. In my mind, it wasn't lost. In my mind, that was coming back. The post went viral. People responded to that post. People responded to the post. Fast forward to Sunday. That was a Saturday. Sunday, the iPad has a tracking feature to it. It tracked to this address in Atlanta near the airport to a hotel. I don't care about the iPad, but common sense says if the iPad's there, my sword is there. So I emailed the hotel manager and I said, be on the lookout for my Bible, my sword. It has great value to me, has no value to the enemy. It'd probably be discarded, thrown away. And I got an email back on Monday from the manager saying, I'll put our staff on alert, but I don't think it's here, and it may be in this stream where it's a dumping ground for the locals. I said, I think about that, and I go, And I knew I was running out of time. See, sometimes you make a declaration. Sometimes you boldly say something and you declare something. But sometimes God inspires you to take the action. We'll be back after a short break.
In 2012, I had a sudden cardiac arrest at 48 years of age, and I was without a heartbeat or a pulse for 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes before I was revived by the paramedics. They shocked me 2 times to bring me back to life, and they rushed me into the hospital. I had a 100% blockage of my left ascending artery as well. They rushed me into emergency surgery, which I didn't know if I was going to survive.
My husband, T.C. Bradley, when he had the sudden cardiac arrest and died in the ambulance for 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, I was so grateful and so blessed that he came back.
It was a very profound moment to come face to face with your mortality before they brought me through those doors for that emergency surgery that morning. And it's been a roller coaster for me, more down dips regarding my health than positive dips, even though I would try. But it's been a challenge because of diet choices, because of not having the right strategy.
So I didn't want to go through that again. I knew that if I got on the program of Zoe Wellness, that I would be an example for him.
I host a show called God Made Millionaire TV with T.C. Bradley, and in season 1 I wasn't at my best. I wasn't at my best because I didn't have access to the program. So I'm very proud about season 2. People can see the transformation in my life and the change in my life with their very own eyes. You know, what's funny about my story is that my wife and I signed up at the same time, but I didn't start. You know, she immediately gravitated towards the program.
So I went on the program and I was so excited because it was not hard, it was easy. I never was hungry. I've never been on a program ever before that I lost the weight plus the inches.
Right before my very eyes, I see this amazing transformation of my wife, you know, of being on the program. And I'm like, well, I got to get on this thing. She had a remarkable transformation, living her best life, enjoying it. We spend our evenings together now, not in front of a TV, but we'll go for an evening walk and enjoying our life to the fullest. But it's all because of the program and doing it together. If you concentrate on what really matters, which is living a healthy lifestyle, that's exactly what this program will provide you, is the strategies to live a healthy lifestyle. It is not just the food choices. They have a complete program that deals with the mind, body, and the spirit, the complete package. And if you zone in on that, that's where you're going to see the breakthrough. So for me and my house, it was a defining moment coming across this program. I endorse, 100% endorse the Zoe Wellness Program. It's changed not only my life, but the life of my wife and our team at God Made Millionaire TV, who I've gotten on the program as well. So to the team at Zoe Wellness, thank you so much. You're making a dent in the universe because you've made a dent in my universe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first thing I thought is maybe I'll fly back to Atlanta and go to that spot myself and take it to the South Side and go, Old Testament, come and get my property. Get God's property. That's what I thought, but it didn't work out. And I said, who do I know? And the Lord put Bianca, you on my mind, a powerful, and when I say this, I am not embellishing, a powerful woman of God. And I thought, she lives nearby. I sent her a text, and I said, hey, here it is. You know, here's where this thing is tracking. I need my sword back in my possession. The first thing she said is, where did this happen? I said, it's on Camp Creek Parkway. And Bianca says to me, TC, what are you doing on Camp Creek Parkway? Remember saying that? I go, Bianca, I've got more street credit than anybody you ever meet in your life. I've got street credit on any street in America. I have no problem in going on. And Bianca, I want you to pick up the story from there of what happened.
Oh, wow. So, you know, you called me and we're talking and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to go get this Bible, but I'm going to get it tomorrow, right? I was going through a lot. I'll be honest. I'll be transparent. I was really going through a lot that week. And so I was like, okay, you know, I'd do anything for TC. I'm going to go do it. And I remember, you know, I put the phone down and I went back to my work and I'm like, I heard the Lord. It was so clear. He was like, go get it today. I was like, today, you know, I have my son at home. I have to find him a babysitter. You know, I'm like, where am I going? What do I need to do? I had to get ready. So I found my son a babysitter. And you know what, TC, you sent me the address and I was like, okay, it's on this. TC's got me on this side of town.
Right. I want to say something though.
Yeah.
When I got off of the phone with you, 10 minutes later, I get a text going, God told me to he was going to show me where your Bible is. I'm going to get your Bible. You were bold. You were out there. You were like, God told me he's going to tell me where that Bible is. And I'm going tonight, TC, to get your Bible. My faith, Bianca, rose up. My faith rose up in me when that happened. And obviously, you brought Isaiah in because you needed some muscle to go with you. Even though you took a bat with you.
I did.
I took a baseball bat with you.
I did.
To this Isaiah, what'd you think when she rode up with carrying a baseball bat going, what's going on with you, cuz?
Yeah, so she called me on the phone and was like, hey, I need you. I'm like, okay, what's up? What we got to go do? I got to go get my friend Bible. I'm like, okay, cool, come on, come get me. And so we get there to the address, and there she go with a bat. I'm like, wow. I don't think we need that, but.
So you can verify that Bianca did show up with a bat,
right,
ready to do business.
Right, ready to do business.
Okay, take it from there, Bianca.
And so, okay, so we get there, and okay, this address, it was the weirdest address. It really wasn't taking us to a point, and so it was gated off. Basically, there was security over there. You couldn't actually get to the location. So I pull up, and I'm looking up the location, and the guy's like, "Oh no, it's got to be somewhere else." And we circle around, and I come back to him. I said, "No." I'm supposed to be right here. I'm looking for a Bible. I said, my friend lost his Bible and his iPad. He's like, oh, you looking for an iPad? I said, no. I'm looking for the Bible.
Say that like you mean it, because I know you didn't go, no.
Yeah, she did.
Do that a little bit more.
I'm looking for...
No. Do that finger wag thing again.
I said, no.
Okay.
I'm looking for a Bible. And I said, I'm looking for a body of water. I'm looking for, I think I said stream. I used the word stream.
Right.
And he didn't know what that was. He was like, a stream? There's no streams over here. I said, no, look at me.
See, that's the Bianca I know. I see, I'm tracking.
Look at me and tell me, I said, there's a body of water over here. Because he was calling the manager. He's like, the manager's not here. You can come back tomorrow. I said, I'm not coming back tomorrow.
You refuse to be denied.
I refuse to be denied. I'm here right now. I'm going to find it right now. I said, tell me where there's a body of water. And he looked at me and he said, well, there's this right over here. He said, pull over, I'm gonna show it to you. And we parked the car and we walked over there, and I just looked over. There's a little cement wall there.
The overpass.
I think the little overpass there.
So Bianca, I want you to hold that thought for one moment. We're gonna take a short break, and then we'll pick the story back up after the short break.
What a celebration, the 100th episode of God Made Millionaire TV. What an awesome milestone. I want to bring to your attention to understand 100. 100 denotes that it's full. It denotes the full or the full capacity of something. So 100 milestone. My hat's off to you, TC. My hat's off to God Made Millionaire TV, simply because now you're living in the overflow. If anything that is full, you can no longer pour anything else into it. Now it becomes overflow. So it's time to enjoy the overflow.
So you look over the top of the overpass, and there's a creek bed. There's water there. Take us into what you saw.
I look over, I walk over there, and, I'm like, okay. In my mind, I'm thinking, TC said it might be over here. Is it really going to be over here? But I remember when I told you earlier, the Lord told me to go get it. He said I was going to find it. It was clear as day. You're going to find it. And so I'm looking over, and there's just water. It's really bushy and grassy, and it's just dirty, and there's some trash down there. And I just took that glimpse over there, and that's when I saw the briefcase. And I'm thinking, man, it's got to be in that briefcase. And then I just looked a few feet over, and there it was, floating on the water.
Floating on the water
was the Bible.
Floating on top of the water. This Bible
floating
was floating on top of the water. opened up.
Opened up.
Bibles do not float, unless, in case you don't know. Floating on top of the water. Isaiah, what was your reaction when you saw the Bible floating on top of the water?
So I couldn't believe the Bible or the briefcase was still there with me knowing the area. So I was very surprised about it.
Right.
Yeah, because that area, you don't get things back once they get stolen.
In a city of Atlanta, 6 million people. 6 million people. When that briefcase got stolen and taken from me, the odds are not even 1% in a city of 6 million people to ever lay eyes on this Bible. And yet, you were obedient to what God told you. Because you had said something. He said if you would have waited 24 hours, storms had come, it wouldn't still be floating the next day had you waited 24 hours. Right. How has the floating Bible story, how has that impacted your life?
Well, first of all, it just reminded me, that I can hear clearly from God. I kind of question that sometimes, and I'm like, am I listening right? And it was clear. It's clear as day. And then the obedience, that I had the obedience to listen to him, because I didn't know why he was saying, don't wait until tomorrow, go tonight. I'm thinking, you know what? This story is amazing because it is a reminder that we can ask God, we are God's children, and we can ask him for anything, and he is going to answer our prayers. And so your obedience and my obedience together got that Bible back.
Within 3 days, the sword was recovered. It's the greatest miracle of my life. I thought my sudden cardiac arrest, where I was clinically dead and came back to life, the survival rate of that is less than 10%. The Bible being recovered in a city of 6 million people, not even 1%. Not even 1%. Bianca, Isaiah, thank you for being a part of the greatest miracle of my life. I've posted this story up and on Facebook of the recovery of this Bible, and it went viral. Believers and non-believers were impacted by this story. And you're right. If you're obedient to what God says to go, when he says to go, you go. You were a part, both of you were a part of the greatest miracle in my life. And I will tell you, this show, when I posted about this Bible being stolen, I said, there's consequences to your thievery. There's got to be a point in your life where the enemy who has messed with you long enough, there's consequences to those actions. He never should have messed with your home, with your family, with your life, with your finances. There's got to be consequences. And this show is part of the consequences. I believe we're going to have recovery of stolen dreams.
Nothing is impossible with God.
And when you talk to me, you were talking like it's coming home.
If God says that you're going to get it back, then take the action, believe him.
It's the greatest miracle of my life.
When TC told me about the story of the floating Bible, I was amazed. I was just, really surprised about how a Bible could possibly float. Like, that's miraculous in itself. But so many people wondered if the Bible was open or it was closed. And the reality was that it was open, and it was open to a specific page, and that was John 12. And when I looked at the verse, the first verse that came to my eyes was John 12:35 and 36. And that really hit me on a personal level, because the reality was about 13 years ago, I received a word from God, and that word was to walk in the light. And John 12:35 and 36 talk about walking in the light and not being overcome by darkness. And the reality is that so many people are in a state of darkness right now, where they're afraid, they're confused, they feel alone. And God Made Millionaire was made to be a beacon of light, a beacon of hope, so that you can understand that you're not walking by yourself. You're walking in the light. You're walking in the Spirit. Jesus says that I am the light of the world, and you are the children of the light, and we are the sons and daughters of the light. And the reality is we can walk in our purpose. And that's what this story reminded me of. That's how it impacted me on a personal level. And I just want to tell you that there is hope. You're not alone. If God is for you, then who can be against you? The reality is that God Made Millionaire is also there for you. And we want to welcome you to walk in your purpose, walk in your destiny.
You know, JL, I believe that God is going to raise up 1,000 God Made Millionaires, at the least, through our God Made Millionaire movement, with what we're doing, with our show, with our coaching services, with everything that we're doing at God Made Millionaire. But people need support along the way. So that's why we've created the God Made Millionaire Inner Circle.
Right. God Made Millionaire Inner Circle is where you get the opportunity to get coaching and training by myself and T.C. Bradley. I've been mentored by T.C. Bradley for over 16 years, and I saw the need for having a coach. For 16 years, there's times where I procrastinated, there's times where I felt unmotivated and discouraged, and T.C. was there right by my side to give me the coaching and the mentoring that I needed to step up. And now it's your turn to get that same mentoring and coaching as well with the God Made Millionaire Inner Circle.
You know, JL, that's the #1 request that we get, is people want coaching, but they want affordable coaching.
Right, and the God Made Millionaire Inner Circle will give them just that. And not only that, but the God Made Millionaire Inner Circle is very interactive. So it's not something where you just listen to us pontificate. You're actually going to get in the trenches with us, and we're going to put you on the hot seat and be able to look at your business and coach you and mentor you through your purpose.
JL, what's pontificate mean? You use the big words. What does
They
that
know
mean?
what it means. They can Google it.
Hey, if you've been given a God-given dream, this is the place. If you're one of the 1,000 God-made millionaires that God is raising up in this season, you need to be a part of the God Made Millionaire Inner Circle.